Anne Marie asks, any views about Goimagine? Being a new site and me being a new crafter, would it be beneficial to try more so than Shopify or Etsy? So first of all, there's this misconception with Shopify that Shopify is like Etsy or Goimagine or Amazon or eBay or any of these places that you can sell. Shopify is your own website. It is not a marketplace like Etsy. It is your own website, just like Wix and Squarespace and WordPress and all those other places that you can build a website. That's all Shopify is. It is not a marketplace. So let's get that out of the way just so that we have a lot of clarity there, because I hear this a lot, like, oh, should I choose Etsy or Shopify to sell on? I'm like, those are very different things. It's very, very different. With Shopify, you have to go out and find your own customers because it is your own standalone website. With Etsy, Etsy is going out and finding customers for you, although it does help for you to find your own customers as well. So that's the difference between the two. Now, Goimagine. What do I feel about Goimagine? I am not seeing any breakthrough sales with Goimagine. I think that people are making sales. I have yet to see somebody be like, oh my gosh, I'm making a living on Goimagine like they're able to do on Etsy. Couple of things that, what Goimagine has going for it, that I'm hoping that it's able to compete with Etsy on is that, that, and this is as far as I know. They could have changed, but I'm feeling like they're going to be doing and are doing a better job at keeping out the drop shippers and the junk from overseas, and sometimes the complete rip-off products. I've had a client that was selling like $100 ring on Etsy, and these overseas companies copied her design exactly. She knew like where, because she molded the ring, right? And she knew how she molded it, and she could recognize it in their products. And some of them were just stealing her pictures um, right off, and she had to go after them. Etsy didn't. And then they're selling her same ring for 20 bucks. So Etsy has a big problem. Etsy has a big, 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 big problem. And I don't see them actually addressing it. They're addressing legal things like don't sell Disney stuff here and there. I see a lot of people still getting away with it. But then they're allowing non-handmade stuff to be sold there. One of the reasons why you have to be located in the US and Canada, and it has to be a handmade product for Small Shop Discovery, is this very reason. Because of what's happening on Etsy. We want to make sure we're creating a marketplace on Small Shop Discovery that is going to be beneficial for handmade sellers and not get watered down by imported stuff. So with Goimagine, as far as I can tell, they're doing well that way. I think they've missed the mark by really focusing on a percentage of their profits goes to charity. I don't think it's a bad thing that they're doing that, but having that the main mission of the site is really bypassing what both the buyer and the seller actually want. The buyer wants really cool, fun, fantastic products. The seller wants to make money. So the giving to charity should really be a secondary. That should be a secondary benefit to selling on Goimagine, but they're leading with that. And for that reason, they're attracting a lot of sellers, but I don't see them attracting buyers. And one of the things I learned from running a farmer's market is if I can get the buyers there, the sellers will follow, right? So if I can get a ton of buyers there, the sellers will follow. And so that's what I think websites need to focus on as well. And that's one of the things we're working on with Small Shop Discovery. So first of all, Small Shop Discovery, there's no fee, right? You get it for free. Now we don't process your transactions, right? And I'm not going to sit here and tell you like people are selling left and right off of Small Shop Discovery. That's not happening yet. There are sales being made there. We are unable to track it because the sale goes directly to you. Goimagine, Etsy, even Shopify takes a percentage. we aren't taking a percentage. Now, you might be selling the product through Etsy, like they find it on our website and it sends them to Etsy, and Etsy's going to take the percentage there. Or you might be sending in an invoice, Square is going to take their percentage or whatever. But that's up to whatever processor you have chosen. We don't take any percentage of that. So if all you really need is kind of a storefront to show people where they can go and buy your product, and you don't want to pay anything for it, just use Small Shop Discovery. And you can send people directly you'll get a link for your Small Shop Discovery shop. And, it's not going to be a custom link. It's not going to be your URL, but you will get a link. And so you can say, hey, if you want to shop my products, you can go there. And there, people will be able to find um, all your social media information about your business, and then they can look at your products and see all the different products and the prices that you have available. So that is what the Small Shop Discovery Facebook or the Small Shop Discovery website is for. On top of that, we provide additional promotional opportunities, and this is where we're trying to get you in front of the followers we already have on Small Shop Discovery. The problem with Goimagine is I don't see them doing additional things like I don't see them running ads to get people to buy products. I only seeing them run ads to get people to sign up as a seller. Um, any of the ads we run for Small Shop Discovery are to get eyeballs on the products of the sellers. Now, again, we're still small. We don't have the venture capital that these bigger companies do. We don't have all of that. We do the giveaways because we're trying to get eyeballs on you. We promote your giveaways because we want eyeballs on you. We want you to gain your own followers. We want you to build your own business up. We don't want you building my business up, right? You're already a member of Handmade Sellers Club. That's enough. The Small Shop Discovery is all about building an audience of people who want to buy what it is you have to sell, and we want to connect you with those buyers. I just don't see Goimagine prioritizing that. And I think Etsy did well with that at the beginning. And it's one of the reasons why we haven't pushed it further is we need people on Small Shop Discovery in order to start really promoting it as a website. And there's still some adjustments and things that we want to make on the website before we really start promoting it. It's hard if you've only got 20 sellers on there, right? People aren't going to find what they want. But we're getting to the point, getting more and more sellers on there, a better diversity of products, and we're going to be able to spend a bit more time promoting that, right? But where was I going with that? That it's got to have a good mix. I don't know. There's somewhere I was going with that. Um, so my concern with Goimagine is it's just vendors buying from vendors, and you're paying for the privilege of being there in front of other vendors and to see if they're going to buy from you. It's not known to the audience, to people at large. Like, where are you going to go to shop, Etsy or Goimagine? If you wanted to buy a gift for somebody, and I'm hoping here in HSC you'll go check out Small Shop Discovery. But Etsy has the bigger brand name. So if you had to choose between the two, Etsy's going to give you more opportunity. Etsy's going to give you more opportunity. Etsy's going to give you more opportunity than Small Shop Discovery is. Ain't no lie. They have more eyeballs, right? I just don't know how many eyeballs Goimagine actually has, and how many sales are actually happening, and who's building big businesses on Goimagine. I'm not seeing it yet. And if you're going to pay for something like that, you might as well pay for Etsy instead of Goimagine. You might as well pay for something that's more likely to get your results than one that's less likely. Both of them you're going to have to learn search engine optimization, et cetera, et cetera. And we help you learn that through Small Shop Discovery. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I mean, I'm lukewarm on it. I think that Etsy needs a competitor. I'd really like Small Shop Discovery to be that competitor, but I don't know that we can get to that scale. First of all, because we only allow members to join that, and it depends on how many people we have in Handmade Sellers Club, how big we can actually make that. So I would like to see somebody going up against Etsy. I just don't see Goimagine. Like, maybe somebody can prove me wrong. If you're selling on Goimagine and it's working really, really well, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to see your shop. I'm in Facebook groups where people from sellers on Goimagine talk. I'm not seeing everybody saying, "How do I make sales?" I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to make sales. So yeah, that's my feelings on it.